Love by Jacqueline. I know y'all miss me out there. I have been gone. I had to attend a funeral of my oldest uncle in Americus, Georgia. I had a family gathering in Tampa, Florida. And then my birthday week was August the 8th. So hung out with my kids. And then the week after, I went to Daytona Beach to celebrate. Anyway, I'm back, and sorry it took me so long to get back, but life be lifing. I come to you today to show you how to decoupage a plate. I've done this before, and I'll show you some of the things that I've already done from past. It was a trial run, but I think it came out okay, and I think I'm ready to give it a try again and show you how I did it. So to make this happen, I have a napkin, and of course, this napkin, some of them are two ply, and some are 3-ply. But take your time and peel the backing off. I've already done that. I want to make something that I can possibly put on my wall in my house to match my furniture. So anyway, this is the napkin. And then I have this Mod Podge dishwasher safe. Okay. And then I'm going to paint it with like a burgundy color, even though this is called Flamingo Red. And it is acrylic paint. Some people say don't use acrylic paint, but I'm just going to put it on the wall. And as time wear and tear, I'll probably do something different. But anyway, right now, this is something I want to use. I do have a paintbrush. Some people say use feather brush, but I'm going to go with this because this is something I already have. And then, of course, the plate. I've already wiped it down with alcohol, which is what should be done to get all your fingerprints and dust and everything else off. That has already been done. So what I'll do is get this glue and put it right here on the plate, like basically in the center. I have already cut some words that I want to put on there from my Cricut machine. And I think it's going to say trust God. But let's jump to it and show you how that works. Okay, so right now, I'm going to start by putting Mod Podge right in the center of the plate where I want to put the napkin. But I've also printed out some things from Cricut, which will go on the front of the plate. I don't know how this is going to work out. But it's gold, and I'm going to paint the plate that burgundy color that I told you about. So let's start with the Mod Podge. This is not something that I'm used to doing all the time, but I have done it before and it turned out great. And I will show you those things in a moment. Just right across in the middle of the plate. That's where I'm putting that napkin. Hopefully it is enough. If not, I will take it back. If not, we're going to put a little more and try to fill the space where it should be going. I'll try to keep it in the same pattern. It should dry clear, so, but we will see. So here we go. Let's try that again. Some people spray water on it. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to lay it down and hope for the best. Smooth out the wrinkles. Take your time, because if not, you can tear. So I may have some wrinkles, but hopefully not a lot that is so noticeable. I have pictures that I have done, some with fabric, some with paper. It's okay for my first time doing it. The first time, one time I did it, I actually did it backwards, but it looked nice. So I did not, and I'll show you what I mean by backwards. I was my first time actually trying it, and I did it, put it on the back, the front of the plate instead of actually having it on the back. So now that I got it down, I'm gonna put more Mod Podge on it. I got it sitting on top of like a bean can. Anyway, trying to make sure this stays to the plate and keep it evenly coated if I'm doing that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna let it dry. Ooh, almost let it fail. I'm gonna let it dry. But anyway, I'm gonna let it dry. They usually say an hour between coats, so that's the first coat that I put on. So I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I kind of speeded up the process by actually getting a dryer and putting some heat on it. I saw this in somebody else's video. Don't remember the name, but it did work. So I'm going to put this second coat on. By applying too much at one time, I can see I did do a little tear in the top. It's barely noticeable. And yeah, so you got to be very careful with whatever print. Once you saturate it with the glue, it can easily tear if you apply too much pressure. So just try not to apply too much pressure. And in some spots, I may have not put down enough glue on the inside, because I can see where it's kind of like whitening, like, and then I'll try to put more glue on the back side of it, but it's like saturating through, and if I continue to put pressure on it, it's gonna tear. So I don't want to do that. That's the second coat, and I'll be right back once it dries after an hour. Trying to stay as close to the edge as possible sometimes with these Dollar Tree brushes. They may have better, but I'm gonna paint this once and then go back and do several more coats. It just depends on how it looks once it's dry. I'm gonna show you a close-up once I get this part done and before I go to the top. This is acrylic paint, so you will have to go over this more than once, because sometimes once it starts to dry and you go back over, it's like you kind of pull it back off again. And then with this brush that I'm using, it's not a really good brush to be painting with, especially not on glass. Probably need a better brush like the one I used to put the Mod Podge on. I think I don't know where I got it from. I may have gotten that from Dollar Tree as well. This is something, like I said, I don't normally do. I like doing the journals, and I learned that from watching other people on YouTube. But one thing I do know, I like doing crafts. So this helps. It's like my therapy, doing crafts. So here I am, and hopefully this turns out great. It's my first time trying this. I think I've said that before, and I'll probably repeat myself, because I want it to turn out great. And you may have other ways of doing it. I'm open to suggestions. What could I have done better? What should I have done that I didn't do? Meanwhile, that's the bottom part of the plate. If it's not too wet from where the Mod Podge was, I'm going to pick it up and get a glance at what it looks like right now. Can you see it? I think it's going to be cute. I'm loving it already. Okay, so we're back to more painting. The top, I'm going to paint also. Okay. Let's move this Mod Podge out of the way. Okay. Back to the top so we can let it kind of all dry at one time. And as I said, with the sides, I want to put gold. I got like a gold metallic, so it makes an accent color, I guess you would call it. And we'll see how that turns out. But that's the plan. That's the plan. Sorry I've been away so long. For those who do try to keep up with me, I'm not giving up yet. Just had some life things going on. Trying to enjoy life. That Daytona Beach trip was the bomb. I'm not far from Daytona, probably about 2 hours, but just to be on the beach, how hot it is great. Walking the beach, I'm not so much of a fan of the water, no more than put my feet in it. Nothing higher than that, but I had a good time. And that was, like I say, the 8th is my birthday, so I will celebrate my birthday for 2 weeks, basically. I feel like I'm still celebrating even though the days have gone. I feel like the whole month of August is my month. And I want to celebrate every chance I get. Anyways, okay. And with these Dollar Tree brushes, sometimes when you're continuously using them, some of the little hairs will come out and you may have to go back over your picture to get that hair out because you don't want that to get stuck in there. So now that we got both parts done, let's see what it looks like. Try not to touch it. So far good. And we're gonna have letters across the top and bottom, and we'll probably Mod Podge that side too, just to see how it turns out. Right now I'm gonna go back over it so you do see the line streaks. It's not as bad on the bottom, but the top we'll go back and take care of that. But we gotta let it dry for a little bit. I'm just gonna keep applying some more. It's done dried a little bit more. So let's see. It's starting to look good to me. It's my color. It's actually supposed to be like a red. I think I told y'all the color already ahead of time. I did. See, there's that hair I'm telling you about. And yeah, you will get the streaks of re-wetting with acrylic. So they say chalk paint is better. So I'm just stating I have not used chalk paint to know. But you see that? It's opening when I paint. But I'll just keep trying to go back across. It does wipe the paint off. So yeah. Be prepared for that with the acrylic, and it will make it not so great. But even with that happening, I'm going to probably let it completely dry, and wherever there's cracks in it, I'm going to use that gold and fill it in more accent type stuff. So yeah, I have a backup plan. The bottom is going pretty good. It's not coming off. Maybe it dried a little bit more than the other. Or maybe I'm not brushing so hard. Trying to rush the process. It's looking good. Uh-oh, I spoke too soon. It did end up wiping up a little bit. If I could just spray paint, it opens a little bit better. Yeah. Let's try to dry it some and come back and finish. So what I went and did is get a different paintbrush, And we're gonna keep trying. This is a real paintbrush, so hopefully this can do better with than the one from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna have to hold my plate now because it's kind of spinning. Yeah, this seemed to be coming on much better. It had dried for an hour, and this is coming along great. Better, way better than before. I'm using aluminum foil. I do have trays. I'm just being lazy, not getting the supplies that I do have. Just trying to make this a really quick and easy process. I went into my other part of the plate, but this is going on quite perfect compared to the Dollar Tree. This is a real paintbrush for walls. Yeah. And it is doing a great job at covering the mess up. I don't know. I've been had this brush for a while, so I can't say, oh, I got it from, and it might be Lowe's. Yeah. Still getting paint coming up, but not as bad as the other brush because it was more harder. I'm just gonna let it dry again and go back over it until we get this right. The bottom is coming along great. The top is giving me a problem. Any suggestions, tell me. The what do you call it? Decoupage people, tell me what I'm doing wrong. So now we're gonna try and let that dry. While that's drying, I'm gonna do the edges with the gold. And then we'll let it dry some more. Hopefully this turns out good. On the other side, could have just turned it, but oh well. I did get some burgundy over here on this side, but hopefully the gold will cover it and we will be okay. I'm gonna let it dry because I know with this brush we will need more coats in it. Already some of the hairs are trying to come out, the little bristles. Don't know how this is gonna look. First time doing this project. Hopefully more will follow. I'm gonna try to lift it, give you an idea what it's looking like. You see the top got some, yeah, we're gonna fix that. Doesn't look like it's bleeding into the picture at all. And you see the edge where I put the gold. Oh, it's so pretty. I like it. I like it. Can you see it? Yeah, it's coming out fine. So now it's kind of dry in the middle. I'm going to let it dry it some more and then turn it over and put those letters on it that I made with my Cricut. I'll be right back. Okay, this is the plates that I was telling you about. This one here was one of my first ones, and it's with fabric and Mod Podge, but I actually put it on the wrong way. I didn't want to get rid of it, so I just kept it because it's pretty. On the other side, let me show you what I'm working with here. It can just be a plate and the decorative is on the outside, but yeah, I did it wrong, but I kept it because I think it's beautiful. The next one is this one of my hubby. And then this one I did a few days ago with the prayer. Not a prayer, but the verse saying, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Philippians 4:6. And it's got the little Holy Bible on there too. I have my own stands that I put these on. But anyway, just to give you an idea. Let's kind of back up off with that one so you can see it really good. anyways, you get the idea. That's what I'm doing. Now I'm putting the little stars on it. It's just in the front of the plate, just so you see. And it's coming along really good, so I still have more. These are things I printed again with my Cricut. And I'm putting them on the front of the plate, just to make some space. I think I need to not put that one there, but I can put it on this picture and make it pop. I have some words I'm supposed to be putting on. I forgot about it. So hopefully I can still put those words on it, because I don't put those stickers there. This is the first word. I don't know if you can see it, but you'll see it in a minute on this plate. And I think it's turning out really good. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. I see one boo-boo, but that is just a piece that I did not take out of the tea. Hopefully y'all didn't catch that. I caught it. But I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. This is still going to be a beauty. And then this is the other word. You can't see it. I don't know. But anyways. Yes, I'm not in my crafting area as usual. I wanted to stand up and do this, so you see part of my kitchen. Anyways. So far, this is coming along great. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Okay, now. Wow, it is beautiful. Look at my plate. What do you think? Yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing. And it's going to match perfect with my furniture. Yeah. Gonna show you that gold on the outside. See how it's... I'm going to go back over it again, but right now, I think it looks great. And again, like always, jackpot, baby.